Sheikh, as you mentioned, one of the fundamental principles is taqwa. The story that you have highlighted about the Sahaba, radiallahu anh, Abu Bakr, he brought his whole wealth. Look at the taqwa he had while bringing everything he had, and look at the iman he had, that I trust Allah that He will take care of my family. I mean, why can't we have that? What's different in us and in them?
Obviously, it's mentioned that if the iman of Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu is put in one side of the scale and the whole ummah on the others, his would outweigh everybody else. And that's why, interestingly enough, some of the scholars, when speaking about permissibility, is it allowed for a person to give all their wealth? Because as you know, in Islam, there's no extreme, no extravagance. Allah says, don't be so stingy, even when spending in a good cause, but don't give, so much that you throw yourself towards difficulty and hardship. So when speaking about permissibility, can someone give all their wealth? They say, if their iman is like Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiallahu anhu, meaning they know Allah will give them. However, that is not the case for almost everybody. So when it comes to that, we'll say that if you're giving, give what you're able to give. At times a person may only be able to give little bit. It's not according to the amount only. Allah tells you about sadaqah, He tells you about the reward. He says that the example is like a person who plants one grain. مثل الذين ينفقون أموالهم. The ayah is very long. It says person who plants one grain. This grain gives out 7 ears of corn. Each corn has 100 grain. So you gave the earth, you planted in the earth one. The earth created by Allah, creature of Allah. The plant, creature of Allah. Now some scholars, they say Allah is showing you that there are some creatures, you give one, it gives you back 700 fold. Now imagine the Creator, how much He will give you. And that's why He ends off the verse by saying, وَاللَّهُ يُضَاعِفُ لِمَنْ يَشَاءُ. Allah can multiply the reward more than 700 fold for whomsoever He wishes. Ulama mention according to a person's sincerity. And that's why they say, رُبَّ عَمَلٍ صَغِيرٍ تُعَظِّمُهُ النِّيَّةِ. Sometimes a person does a good deed which apparently it seems very small. So sometimes, let's say a person gave $1, or here you are using Rufia, very small, but one. But the intention behind it can multiply and magnify the reward more than 700 fold. And sometimes a person gives something very big. وَرُبَّ عَمَلٍ كَبِيرٍ تُصَغِّرُهُ النِّيَّةِ. Sometimes a person can give millions and billions, but because the intention is not correct, the reward can be minimized or at times nullified altogether. May Allah protect one and all. So when it comes to that, as you were saying, why can't the people's iman be like that? Everybody tries their best wherever they are to go further and further, and we are not saying you have to give everything or half of your wealth or 1/3 of your wealth or whatever it may be. No, the deen is very easy, even when it comes to money matters, financial matters, according to a person's ability and capability. With the correct intention, inshallah they attain that reward.